are you? Welcome back. I'm coming to you live again from the Timbavati Game Reserve. So quickly, they reported a sighting of a male leopard, apparently relaxed, not ID'd yet, so we're going to have to go there and try and figure out with that spot pattern who this chap is. So we are about 3-4 minutes out. I will update you if possible as soon as we get there. Yo, the animals can make us work for our money this side. We managed to get a quick glimpse of that male leopard, but it was so quick, couldn't even get a little bit of a chance to get the video camera out. So the plan B was to bring the new guests here at the back to see a pride of lion. Not sure who they are. They might be the Riverpride. I think it must be the Riverpride. But yeah, I'll be sure to update you as soon as we get there. Hopefully the visual is good, so this also doesn't become a dud. We eventually made it into the sighting, and some of the cubs were busy nursing. One of the cubs just moved as we positioned our vehicle, giving one of the Naru males the opportunity to lift up his head and just have a quick look around. You see, it almost looks like he's having a bad hair day there. So you must give that mane a quick shake. I caught the youngster out playing with her. Piece of elephant dung. Almost like a soccer ball, like a football for these guys. Play behavior for youngsters so important for their future.
The cub is coming out.
What's coming out?
Look at the nails, it's coming out.
Fully protractile claws. Can open and or let the claws come out on demand as they wish, these guys. As the day comes to a close, getting nice and cool, these guys are slowly but surely waking up, especially the youngsters. They're the first, of course, to wake up in a pride of lion. They cannot contain all that energy levels. One of the Naru males still sleeping soundly in some long grass, keeping them quite warm, this grass during the day, especially during windy days. You'll have the lions seeking out this thick, dense grass to give them some warmth. They woke up their big sister. That's the little princess that was the only lone survivor of the very first litter of cubs from the Riverpride lionesses.
So you do call her the little princess?
I started calling her little princess just because of the fact that she was all by herself with these adults. And as you guys can see how playful these lion cubs are, when she woke up as a little cub their age, she had nobody else to play with except for the 3 fathers and the 4 lionesses.
Oh.
So at least she had them as company, but they didn't always enjoy her jumping on top of them while they wanted to nap and all of that. So it was quite interesting watching that behavior for a young lion not having cubs, of not having siblings to play with. But that wish was heard. And there she's being groomed into her ear, or in the ear, by one of the younger siblings. There's Mr. Edwell, Tracker Edwell in front, keeping an eye on the area. He helped us nicely into this lion sighting, showing us the 2-track. How are you doing up front there, Edman? Malum. Yeah, sharp. Great sighting. Always lovely to see lion cubs play a little bit. There we go. Guys, sort of covering the people with some jackets and blankets. We are making our way out of the sighting of the Riverpride, 2 of the Naru males and the 4 cubs. Great sighting. They were lazing there in some thick grass. Couldn't see all of them nicely, but yeah, it was good to see at least 1 or 2 of them in the clear. And yeah, now we're making our way out of the lock. It's one way of coming in and another way of coming out of this place. It can be quite difficult, daunting, but there's already an established 2-track. And we've got Eddie up front, looking good, the silhouette of Edwell. Eddie! Yeah, well, everybody at the back in good shape. All good shape. We just saw lions, man. Okay. We're gonna go find a spot to stop for some sundowners. We'll catch you guys again when there's something cool to report.
Now the one that's way over there walking off, has he just had enough and he's going to start on his next, looking for the next meal?
You know, a hyena's stomach is almost like a bottomless pit. They can keep on feeding and feeding and feeding until just before exploding almost. So I think this was more of a hierarchy kind of clash, where this female already has got that piece of skull there, and she's feeding off the flesh surrounding the skull.
Oh, no.
And that other one doesn't want to come compete for it. It's no need to come and try compete for it. So it's going to be a failed attempt. It's going to be futile. It's just, or it may lead into some conflict that she doesn't want. Let's see, coming back, let's see.
When do you suppose this was killed? Tonight?
Yeah, I'll say in the early mornings hours, maybe in the last hour or 2. Hyenas can quickly finish up impala. You never know if it was a leopard in fact feeding on an impala and fed maybe 30% of the animal, fed on it or depleted it, and the hyenas came in afterwards and finished the rest.
If a leopard he killed it, wouldn't it have gotten it in a tree pretty quickly?
Sometimes they're too late, eh? Sometimes, I mean, look how open this area around us, immediate surroundings are. There's not any significant large trees. So the leopard could have been caught off guard. They don't always make it up into a tree. Sometimes their timing is just out. So what leopards typically do is, if they do have the time and they see they're not followed by hyenas, they will drag their carcass to the closest tree which they think is good to hoist it in. They'll feed on the carcass at the base of the tree, sort of to lighten the carcass weight, the total weight. And when they sense that hyenas are on the way, they quickly jump up and hoist it up into that tree. Yeah, they sort of preempt it, especially the experienced leopards. Oh, check there. Check around for any sign of competition. And it's over and done, and just like that.
She's got a big stomach.
Yeah, just taking the entire head for herself and leaving the rest for 2 youngsters. There's some scraps. That was a lovely sighting, guys. Let's hope we can find the predator that caused this. And there we've managed to join the Riverpride again after seeing them yesterday. Last night we spent some time with them busy waking up and grooming and playing and so on, and here they're out and about and showing some excellent play behavior. But they're on a mission and it's difficult to stay with them. There you go. His little princess here in the front, stalking and bouncing. That's brilliant. Yeah. Very cool. Let's reposition. And the Riverpride on a mission this morning. Alright guys, I think after this we're gonna have to let them be. These guys are very difficult to follow in this environment. There's a couple of other guys also wanting to see them. Hey, there's the cubs following in these thickets.
Yeah.
Good morning and welcome back to another wildlife safari update from the Timbavati. We're coming to you live and it's about, I just checked, it's about just before 9 o'clock. And we did have a nice visual of the Riverpride, but they were on a mission heading towards the Charolue River. And now we are trying to get out of the area where we lost visual. It became an unpenetrable thicket. But yeah, we did have some nice visuals of them crossing the road, and everybody's looking in good stead, although they are looking hungry, like me, again, as usual. Can't stop thinking about this morning's breakfast. Anyways, happy chappies guys, happy guys, yeah. There we go, still a little bit cold, but we had a good lion sighting, so now we're gonna go celebrate.
Thank you so much for tuning in, and if you enjoy these videos, please remember to like and subscribe. See you guys next time.